greenhouse here. We're lighted up because hot air rises. See how that's going? No touching. Look all you want. I'm going to give away a target to whoever comes the closest to the eighth of an inch of the score. You got about 30 seconds to look before Adam goes and scores it. Going once. Going twice. It's all yours, Adam. Josh, go get some paper, pencil, let people write the score. Adam, what was the score?
Oh my God. 178 and 8.
How about a 178 and 3/8? Oh my God. You two gentlemen, come with me.
Growing Deer TV is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops, also by Reconics, Trophy Rock, Muddy Outdoors, Non-Typical Wildlife Solution, Eagle Seed, Nikon, Winchester, Scent Master, Dead Downwind, Antler Dirt, Lacrosse Footwear, Redneck Hunting Blind, Blood Sport Arrows, Prime Bows by G5, Outdoor Edge Knives, and Flatwood Natives.
Each year, we open up the proving grounds for about 100 or 150 people to come join us and look at all our habitat and hunting techniques. 142 people showed up from several states to join us in touring and discussing everything we do to grow and harvest mature bucks here at the proving grounds. We start early Saturday and typically load up 10 or 12 trucks full of people and take off on a tour of the proving grounds. The next stop, we took some folks out to our brand new hidey-ho food plot and let the folks from Flatwood Natives show exactly how they plant trees to get maximum survival rates. Barely dry enough, you can tell, kind of skipped, and we just burnt this 2 days ago, I guess. I can't remember now, a day or two ago, and prepared a tree plot. Tree plot's my term for, a fruit tree, nut tree, food plot. Folks from Flatwood Natives here volunteered to give this demonstration because I had a lot of lack of success planting trees early on in my career. They figured out some ways to get great survival planting in very harsh conditions.
We're going to go ahead and start. Now, Dr. Woods has some very special soil. Very rocky, so we're not used to that. So we're going to go ahead and we use a product. Essentially, it's just a moisture retainer. Again, one of our sole purposes is to, if you buy our product, we want it to live. You want to make sure when you're digging your hole, depending on the size of tree you have, that your hole is 2 times as big as your root ball, at least. So what Keelan's doing now is he's adding water. If you do nothing else, you have to water, especially when you're putting your tree in the ground. But it is imperative that you get that mat established into the ground with those staples good. So what this allows by using a product like this, it's going to allow flex. So when it's windy, it's building strength in that tree. The next thing is, just like the weed mat with the tree tube, you want to be very gentle with your tree. So you're going to just hold it in your hand, carefully sliding the tube over. When you get moisture in the air each evening, each night, the heat inside this tube is going to turn into condensation, and that's going to also assist in the moisture running down to your tree.
In addition to preparing this area to plant food plot seed, we planted some fruit species of trees, making this a tree plot. The combination of green forage and pears or other fruit will make this a dynamite area to pattern mature bucks. Each stop is designed so everyone can get right in there and get some hands-on experience and ask questions that apply to their proving grounds.
Can he keep growing beans in the same field year after year
Absolutely.
after year?
Everyone had a chance to visit with Brad Doyle from Eagle Seed Beans and Andrew Clifton from Antler Dirt, and Clint Carey, a very famous coyote trapper, as he demonstrated his favorite coyote sets right here at the proving grounds.
When I cover up this trap, I almost have about a ½ inch of dirt over my trap. You start getting freezing conditions with some wet conditions and that extra power helps you fly through that dirt a lot faster. So that's why I really like a 4-coil trap. 70% of their time is on road systems. So if you get off the roads, you're dealing with about 30% of the time than the coyotes travel. So we always stay pretty close to roads. That can be logging roads, 4-wheeler trails, any type of road system. Coyotes like easy travel. They like to travel a lot.
It can get pretty tiring out here looking at all the stuff we do at the proving grounds. So about lunchtime, we rode back up the mountain and enjoyed a great lunch. I'm known to crack the whip, so about the time everyone finished with their cookies, we headed back down the mountain for more information at the proving grounds.
So Trophy Rock, like Grant said, it's truly all natural. It's only one of 4 deposits in the world that's ever been discovered. It's the only one in this continent.
Gene Price did a great job of explaining the 65 trace minerals in a Trophy Rock and the fact that it's mined in Utah, 100% natural, right here in the good old USA. And so it's got a little sponge thing here, and just do that. And it's so humid that, so you can see this is just barely burning here versus going back here. That will put itself out or back. So let's just show you a little difference here. We're lighted up because hot air rises. See how that's going? Hot air rises. That is going to get there way quicker. Now let me do something here and circle it. Now we got a lot of hot air. And watch the difference. This is called a ring fire. And if you want to really nuke something, do a ring fire. And as it gets closer, it'll get even hotter because it's preheating the fuel from every angle, removing moisture, and in the center, it'll be hot. We've got that redneck blind down here and wanted some pods to hunt in the late winter. We have a late muzzleloader season, so we put the fence up. These will make pods. We'll open up a gate down there, take the fence down, whatever, later on. That's something new, and they stick that moist nose right on the fence. And blue fire comes out the other end, and they don't do that again. And they showed it to me, and I'm old and uncoordinated, and I can jump the fence. I don't know why deer don't jump it. A big part of it is, we live up here, deer live down here, and if you get down here and look, I think there's a little bit of an optical illusion because the single fence won't keep deer out. 40 plus years, his wife Joyce has the research going on, and they find a bean that's extra tall or more drought resistant or whatever, plant, not variety, take pollen, put it to other. They've been selectively breeding, and they have the only genetics like this literally in the world. And any other bean I've ever seen that's browsed that hard, that's right behind y'all, would die. More stops that day, and I knew everyone was building up a big appetite, so we rode up to Bass Pro and went to the White River Conference Center for a great supper and a question and answer series. Okay, so first off, we're going to draw for a pair of Arrowhead lacrosse boots. This is exactly what Adam and I wear most of the time when we're hunting.
Ronnie Norman, Sr.
One of those really nice redneck chairs. And you're gonna see Danny a little later for that. Is that correct, Danny? The redneck chair? It is up here too, okay?
Robert Stuck.
Mr. Stuck, all right, right there. The thing I personally like most about our field days is all the wonderful people that come and share with our staff and Tracy and I. We not only hope to help those people understand creation a bit more, but learn from them. They often share techniques at each stop or something they've seen or observed on their property that may change how we manage our property. It's a great way to learn, share, and make new friends. Hope you have a chance to participate in an educational program this year and refine your techniques for managing or hunting whitetails. But more importantly, get outside this week and find a quiet spot and listen to what the Creator is saying to you. Thanks for watching GrowingDeer.tv.